Welcome back, YouTube. MN250 here. Got another car review for you today. This is the Audi A5 Sportback S-Line. Let's roll the drone footage. A 2018 Audi A5 Sportback. Again, this car comes courtesy of Audi Minneapolis, the Carousel Auto Group, who's currently working on my S5, which is the reason we've had the luxury of driving all of these lovely cars. Got another good review for you today. Break down the specs for you guys today in the A5 Sportback. We have a 2-liter 4-cylinder turbo engine. 7-speed dual clutch transmission, 248 horsepower, and 273 foot-pounds of torque. Specs put it right in line with the last review we did on the Audi Q5. Many of the amenities on this vehicle are the same as the Q5, as well as on my S5. You get the digital dash display with the navigation heads-up view, Bluetooth audio, heated seats, heated steering wheel, adjustable sport and comfort modes, as well as everything else you'd expect from a vehicle in this price point. Typically, Audi's A5, S5, and RS5 vehicles come in a 2-door variant. The A5 Sportback, in this case, and the S5 Sportback both come in a 4-door configuration with a hatchback rear lid. So when looking into the specs for this vehicle, I became interested in what exactly a dual clutch transmission was. I've heard the name thrown around. A lot of Audi's, or the majority of Audi's new vehicles come with this transmission. Became interested in what exactly that means. A traditional transmission, regardless of the number of gears that it has a couple different components. The main one being a torque converter. What a torque converter does is take the transmission fluid that's spinning around due to the engine spinning and takes that fluid movement and pushes it to whatever drive wheels you're trying to spin. The difference with a dual clutch transmission is that it is a fully mechanical connection. There is no fluid, so it is a little more of a jolting movement when the gears shift. A dual clutch transmission relates more closely to a manual transmission. Sometimes they're called automated manual transmissions, just due to that mechanical connection that they share. Dual clutch transmissions have a tendency to be a little more snappy, with the gear shifts being a little quicker. After driving this vehicle for a bit and playing around with the dual clutch transmission, it is very fast. Listen to that. A quick downshift of the paddle, the engine comes to life, and you can pull around any vehicle. One would think that with any of Audi's A-Series vehicles, you wouldn't get that kind of sporty drive that you would expect out of an S or an RS. That's just not the case in this vehicle. It has definite, strong get up and go. So what are my impressions of this Audi? Well, it's a hell of a lot of fun compared to what I thought it would be. Thinking of the A-Series, like I just previously said, you don't think of them as the fun model. You don't think of the one that you want to throw around. In this case, it performs very, very well. It is a very sporty vehicle, whether you have that in dynamic mode or even in comfort mode. It's very responsive. The gear shifts are smooth, crisp, and clean. That's a joy to drive. It does have a rather comfy ride. It floats right over the bumps. It does seem a little more on the sporty side, but still something that you could cruise in for hours. The interior finishes are on par with the other Audis that I've driven. Nice soft touch materials. Everything seems to be nice and tight and screwed down with very little wear, this being a new vehicle. What are the downsides of a car like this? Well, they're very few. The looks of this vehicle are very, very nice. Nice clean lines, and I do like the Sportback appearance of it. While I'd rather have it in a two-door configuration, just to have that sporty styling, the four-door with the rear hatch definitely is something to look at. We're gonna let it take off here in just a second. Let's go, Mr. Dark. It's pretty quick. Just rode through 4 gears there. Very, very smooth. So that brings us to today's questions, guys. What do you think about the four-door coupe situation that Audi, Mercedes, and BMW have been introducing? As always, leave a comment in the comment section below, like, comment, and subscribe. And turn the notification bell on, please. I want you guys to know when I put new videos out. And we lost the outro of the video. So here it is. That about does it for me today, guys. I'm MN250. Like, comment, and subscribe. As always, I love you guys. Keep the rubber side down, and we'll see you next time.